Today is the 21st of June, the longest day of the year. The sun is directly above the Tropic of Cancer today. It is a major astronomical event, that is true, but it is also a very significant astrological event as well. Today, to discuss the significance of the sun's position on various zodiac signs, we have a very special guest with us. She's a regular tarot card reader at our channel, and if you have not already watched her videos, go to the description box below. You'll find the links there. Hello, Tanvi. Welcome to One India.
Hi, Alina. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing very good.
So today is the summer solstice. We know that the sun is at a very significant position today.
Mm-hmm.
The sun's position is really considered very important when it comes to the astrological phenomenon. So, what is the significance of the sun's position in this regard?
A quote was coming to my mind which says that we overestimate how much we can achieve in one single year, and we underestimate how much we can do and change our lives in 10 years of a time. So this day in a year marks as like half of a year is already gone by. So it's like half of us are like, all right, we had these plans of, attaining our dream career, having this car and having that home. It hasn't even happened. So half of us are like in a panic mode. Oh my God, 6 months have gone by, another year has gone by, and it has not happened. And others would be like, all right, I've done so much. Maybe I've started something new, and it's only been 6 months. So, again, that marks as sort of like an important psychological event as well. You feel that, all right, half of a year has passed by, and we all must have had some intentions at the beginning of the year. But within the span of 6 years, 6 months, sorry, I'm sure that we all must have changed our goals. We all must have had newer goals now. So this is a great time to review those goals. And astrologically, like, and biologically as well, I feel like human beings are just plants. We are similar to plants, right? Because we also need sunlight, we also need water. So we go with the positions of the sun and the moon. So astrology is just similar to how our soul goes with the nature, how our energies are naturally changing with us being aware of them or not being aware of them with the nature. So that is just the importance of it. Like, why is it so important?
Okay. So the energy of the sun is supposedly very strong today. So does it have some collective impact on everybody, or is it the individual impacts which are more prevalent?
It is both. But I feel that as time is passing by, the collective impact is more if of is of like a higher significance, and somehow we all are, sort of going through the same things. So astrologically, it's not just the position of the sun. So sun enters Cancer today. Cancer is a sign which is a very home body. It's a water sign. So it's very nurturing. They like to be at home. Their families are very important to them. The loved ones are very important to them. Emotions are very important to them. They love to discuss emotions. So there might be emotions coming up to the surface because we're going from spring to summer season. So summer is like a time where you can where the plants they bear fruit. So it's a similar thing, like whatever effort you've been putting in for the 6 months of time, it'll bear fruit from now onwards. Okay, so and at the same time, there are different planets that have some specific positions. So, for example, I've written it down. So we have Mars, Chiron, Jupiter, and the Moon in Aries. So Mars is a planet of which is called the spiritual warrior. Chiron is called the wounded healer, which means that all the wounds, all your insecurities, all the things that you are insecure about, it would be highlighted. Because also the sun is in Cancer, and Cancerians, they sometimes are very vocal about their insecurities. That I don't like this, I'm very uncomfortable with this. So you would want to, maybe like have a good cry about the things that you have not supposedly
Yeah.
achieved, you know. And at the same time, we have Mars. Um, as well in Aries. So Aries is a sign which is very direct, which is a fire energy. Okay. So when we have Mars in Aries, so it's like fire and fire. It's like all you would want to do something. I want to do something, but half of us must be like, I want to go somewhere. I want to make changes. I want this to happen, but I don't know how. So sometimes we want to work hard because we think that it is only when we work hard we are worthy of success. That also comes from a little bit of wounds and emotional insecurities, because while growing up we were taught that only hardworking kids are good kids, something like that. At the same time, we have Uranus, Venus and North Node in Taurus. So with Uranus is called the higher mind, or the higher soul. Okay, along with Venus and North Node, it's like your destiny is in Taurus. Taurus is Earth energy. Earth is beautiful because Earth is more about the practical nature. So where your destiny is practically taking you. What are the practical steps you can take towards your destiny? And at the same time being connected towards your higher purpose. It's like that, finding that sense of destiny. Where is my destiny calling me? This could be even in relationships. Like you are in a relationship with somebody, but it's like, okay, but do I feel like I'm destined to be with this person, or am I just in here out of some trauma bonding, or an insecurity, or an insecure that I don't want to be single, and other things. So these things could be coming up to the surface. And lastly, we have Pluto in Capricorn. So Pluto is a planet of transformation, complete transformation. So it's so important in general as well, but especially in these few days, that you trust whatever you feel. Whatever you feel, if you feel that something is not right, that we often ignore that feeling. For example, you speak to somebody on call, you're like, there was something off with this person. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. And then a couple of months down the lane, you discover, oh, this is why I suspected this person's intentions. So trust those intentions, because those intentions are so important, especially they might be heightened during these 2 to 3 days. So this is why it's so important, because sun is like the masculine energy. Masculine energy is all about taking charge. At the same time, trusting your intuition and going after it. Okay. And also sometimes trusting your intuition and going after it can also mean that maybe if you're not resting enough and you've been working too hard, you would want to slow down. That's also called trusting your intuition. I don't want to promote that, you should always keep running and keep working hard. That's also very unhealthy. Find that healthy balance.
So, since you said that Pluto affects the intuition part, it has a really great role when it comes to our intuition. So, can we say that whatever we feel at this point of time might be correct? Like, if
Yes.
you're feeling something is wrong, it might be correct that you are right now.
Yeah, especially when you feel that something's wrong. I feel like, because we, you know, until and unless you're an overcritical person who's addicted to gossips, but most of us, we know the difference when we are unnecessarily gossiping about somebody, and when we just intuitively feel there's something wrong. I'm telling you, there's something wrong. I don't know what it is. I just feel it. I just feel it in my bones. And the more you say it out loud, you feel like a sense of relief. Thank God I said it out loud. When you are saying it out of like a gossip or a negative intention, you don't find that sense of relief. When you say it out loud or speak negatively about a person who is not wrong, and you don't feel that intuitively, then you wouldn't feel a sense of relief after you say it. But when it's your intuition and you say it out loud, there's something wrong. You feel like, yes, I feel so light after I shared that. That sense, that is a validation that, yes, trust it. There is definitely something wrong. Yeah.
So currently, the planets and the sun, the energy of them in totality will have a toll on the zodiacs and everything.
Yes, because see, Chiron is like an annual event. It takes, sorry, not Chiron, solstice. It takes place annually, okay? But like the position of the Chiron, the position of other planets, it of course creates a very unique energy every year as well. And now going to the individual charts, that's why we all might be experiencing something together. At the same time, we're experiencing our own individual
Yeah.
things as well. So, it's good to have like a collective notion that, all right, there is something that we're all going through together. So, for example, these times of, when we have been working from home, all of us, there are
Mm.
certain struggles with mental health that we can all relate to. But at the same time, our approach and how we experience certain things will be very different. So, astrology also works in a similar way, that we are all different. At the same time, we're all very similar. You would all understand the how depression works, but we would all experience it very differently.
Mm.
You know.
So you talked about the individual aspects also, like
Hmm.
collectively we are all affected, but individually also there are certain things which affects us individually. So we'll talk about the elements. So let's talk about air signs
Yeah.
since I'm a Libra. So
Oh,
what will be the effect on the air signs, the sun solstice?
okay. So I'm gonna pull cards for that. All right. So air signs include Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius.
Yeah.
So this could be your sun, moon, or rising sign. If you don't know what your moon or your rising sign is, you can Google it. Okay. So let's see what we have in store. Okay. So we have the Four of Swords and we have the Empress. So Empress is a card which signifies, a person who's very beautiful. It can also signify a pregnancy. So again, for those of you who are expecting, this could be like a good time. But it's like if you have been wanting, like specifically for those who have been wanting to, get a baby or get a baby, I feel like, or trying too hard, it's like just surrender, and it'll happen when it's supposed to happen, and quite soon actually. This in terms of pregnancy, it can also signify, bearing fruit that I was talking about, seeing the results of your hard work. Empress is like the one of the happiest cards in tarot. So that being the bottom deck energy, and the Four of Swords is all about, resting, not wanting to push a lot. Air signs are beautiful when it comes to balancing. So you see, like I spoke about, that we have a strong influence of earth, we have a strong influence of the water signs, because we are entering the Cancer season, and at the same time we have moon in Aries. But uh, wands and the King of Swords. So King of Wands is king of fire, and King of Swords is the king of air, actually. At the same time, we also have this as the bottom deck, which is Knight of Swords. For fire signs, I feel like it's a mix. Of course, it really depends on where you are working and how you are approaching a particular thing, but things are pacing up. If you don't choose to change your energy with the way your life is pacing up, if you choose to, for example, your life might be demanding you to grow up and mature and maybe work a little harder. But if you are too lazy to do that, then don't expect sudden changes. If you are ready to take this energy, because the Knight of Swords can often speak about somebody who's a little irrational, who's a little outspoken. So just firstly take care of the fact that you don't, unintentionally hurt people or be a little rude to people. Don't do that, and stay in your logical mind and still believe that you can attain what you want. But again, not be too, I don't know, use your anger in a pacifying way. Because anger is a beautiful emotion. I always feel that anger can be used for gymming, anger can be used to have a great body, to achieve all your goals. But at the same time, if you use too much of anger to in that direction, if you are too hardworking and too much, after your goals, you can also have temper issues. This is something that the fire signs need to keep in mind in general, of course, as well, but especially during these 2 to 3 days, that they don't speak too much of their mind and think before they speak, and be a little gentle, I feel.
Maybe the sun and the fire signs, the element can, it
Yeah,
causes that anger aspect.
probably. Probably because sun, like fire signs have this tendency in general as well. Like they can be a little rude, but it's also like if they use this, again, if you use anger wisely, if you use the energy of Mars especially wisely, you can be a very hardworking person, the most hardworking person that anybody has ever seen. And the more hard work you put in, like, of course you will flourish everywhere, you know. So it's so important to be mindful of the way you are dealing with people and you are using this energy of the Mars
Okay.
and so many positions in Aries.
So
Yeah.
we talked about air, fire, earth signs. Yeah.
Earth signs. So earth signs include Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So let's see. Okay, earth signs. So we have the Nine of Pentacles as the bottom deck energy and the Death card. So Death card, most people are afraid of the Death card because it looks scary and it is called the Death card. It does not speak about, a little death or something, but Death card speaks about endings. Earth signs can sort of like they might have a tendency, they usually have a tendency to hold on to things, to want to be very perfect and want to, hold on to everything that is sort of not working for them. It's very difficult for earth signs, fixed signs mostly, but like earth signs in general as well, to let go of control. If they don't let go, because this is a major arcana. So whenever major arcana is into play, it's like things would happen on its own. Like it doesn't mean that you can just sit and not do hard work, but there might be situations that you are being confronted with. For example, you might want a relationship to work very badly, but it's like the more you try to make it work, the worse the situations become. This could be even in terms of your job, or you want something to work very fast, very quickly, so you want to gain all the control, and this game of wanting to gain control sort of makes you out of control. That is exactly the energy that they need to transmute. Because a Nine of Pentacles is a person who's very independent, who's financially independent, they're happy with their own life. So it's like everything that is ending is actually making you go towards this person who's very sure of themselves. They don't need another person to be fulfilling their needs. They don't want to be in a relationship just for the sake of being in a relationship. They think that anything that somebody else can give them, they can provide for themselves. It's a very self-sufficient, happy, big energy. So allow the things to fall out so that newer things can come in for the
Nice
earth sign.
energy.
Yeah, I also believe that.
Yeah. So we are left with the water signs, right?
Yes. So water signs include Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Let's see. Okay, this is great. So we have the Sun, which is like one of the happiest cards in the deck, and we have the Six of Pentacles. Uh, okay, so Six of Pentacles. There's a reader on YouTube, and she calls this card as a soulmate card. So, for water signs, of course, if you are looking for a soulmate, this can really be a huge confirmation that somebody, like, it's like somebody is coming into your life, but allow them to come in. Okay, so that way, like, don't go chasing people. Okay, but allow people to find you and trust that people will find you. The right people would want to stay, and the wrong people would find every reason to get out of your life. All right. So with the Sun card, this is also a card which means that you are standing in your power. For water signs, I feel like this is it's so important for them to embrace the fire element in them, that they are worthy of uh, every success and they can control their own emotions and don't allow their emotions to control themselves. I feel like most water signs are already working on this because with the cards, I feel that and if not, like if they're looking for external validations, for external help, this can also signify others helping you financially, others helping you emotionally, because this is coins, and coins is like earth is like earth element, so it is a very stable energy. So when somebody helps you with earth element, it's like long term, and it's very stable. Like it doesn't go away suddenly. So with the sun, I don't know if my yeah. So with the sun in the bottom, I don't know if my network went away. All right. So with the sun card, I feel like this is Leo, which means that you have to be very self-assured, confident of who you are, and then others would believe you. Most of us, we think that once others believe in us, we would believe in our goals. Okay. But
That
it
is
is the other way around. Once you believe in who you are, where you are going, others would believe in you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know if
uh,
my network went away or is it yours?
during the summer solstice, what advises the people to do or to not do to attain the highest potential the summer solstice? I mean, the energies are
Yeah.
so great.
I
The
don't know if my network went away or is it yours?
Am I audible right now? The energies are so high and the energies are great
Yeah.
at this point of
Can you
time.
hear me
So,
now?
what can people do or not do to attain their highest potentials at this point of time?
Yeah, yeah. Like I think it's going away. I don't know if it's my network or if it's yours. Yeah. Hmm. So again, like
The
this
energies.
marks at the middle of 1 year. So considering how many energy shifts we have been going through in these 6 months of time, uh, it's like write down your goals that you had in the beginning of the year.
We are talking
Yeah.
about the energies right now. The energies are really great right now, and
Yeah. So
the
like write down all the goals that you had at the beginning of the year. Sit with them. Yeah, I got that. So what you can do best right now is that write down all the goals that you had at the beginning of the year. I don't know if it's my network.
yes, Tanvi, you were talking about the energies
Yeah.
right now.
Am I audible now, Alina?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. So I was saying that what everyone, all of us, we can do is that write down all the goals that you wanted to achieve at the beginning of this year. So at the beginning of this year, maybe you wanted a particular relationship and now it has shifted, or you wanted a particular business to work out, a job to work out, but now it has changed and shifted. Write down all those things, all the people that you wanted things to work out with, and see how it has shifted and how many of those goals you still want and you do not want. Okay, so this is like a great technique, psychologically and spiritually as well, to manifest anything that you want. Realign and rewrite those goals. So after this, again, things will bear fruit. Okay, but you have to sort of be mentally ready to accept the blessings. Okay, so we are mostly afraid of our blessings and not of our troubles and hardships. Most people are, even if they deny that, but that's why they stop the blessings. Okay, so that's why this is a great time to do that. At the same time, it's a great time to celebrate your progress. Okay, gratitude is an emotion that always helps you to persevere through any difficult situation in life. For example, if you're grateful for the smallest things in life, you would want to still see the good in every single thing that is happening around you. That becomes a habit, and hence it it becomes easier for you to face problems. So make a gratitude list. Make a list of the things that have worked out for you in the duration of 6 months. And the goal setting that you do, don't set goals for the next 10 years, set goals only for the next 6 months. Now, this is what I would want to happen in the next 6 months. And be very direct with the universe, like, okay, I want this to happen. End of stories. I want this. I want this. I want this. I want that. I want this. I want that. Be very direct. Okay. And it will happen. Yeah. So this is something that I think would work for all of us.
Very high manifestation powers right now. Great time to manifest, basically.
Yes, precisely. Precisely.
Okay. That was a great, great session. I hope that our viewers would have taken your advice and they would have, taken some of it and they would have got an insight of what they can expect this summer solstice. Thank you so much for joining us, Tanvi.
Thank you so much for having me, Lina. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Same here. So that was all for today. I hope that you liked the session today, and you might have gotten great insight on what you can expect this summer solstice. But we will end the session right now. Do not forget to like and subscribe our channel, and do not forget to hit the bell icon for more such updates